forgive me, y'all. Yeah, I've only got 42 minutes on this one. So, yeah, I might have to, like, chill it out. So, I am home. And, yes, I can pour out in 4 minutes on these great big slab jobs. It's a great big warehouse builder. Been doing it forever and ever and ever. Amen. So, I've kind of got it down to a science. Was bullshitting with a manager. There's a manager. He's a young guy, and kind of a confidant. He's a good shit. I like him a lot. He's just, I'd adopt him, but you know, he's good. Where the hell did I get a penny from? Oh, that must have been the change from the other day. Anyway, so yeah, I took the bike this morning. I love it. God. Anyway, and I got a hold of a friend, and I have to call him as soon as I get done with this video. Tell him I'm going to bed. Don't call me. Long story about him, too. But anyway, he is an absolute sweetheart, and he's a people pleaser, and I have to, like, keep him in check. Like, no. No need. Don't spoil me. I don't like it. Anywho, yeah, it makes me very uncomfortable because of all my crap. So, anyway, earlier, I was talking about this stupid text that came across. I'm going to read it to you. God, I love having a second phone. Actually, I could probably show it to you. Hold on a minute. Let me show it. We'll zoom it in, so I don't want him, like, getting a bunch of, like, Nastagram calls showing his phone number or anything, but I'll show you this. Fucked up. Anyway. Oh, give me a second. Let me open it up, and then we got one guy, he is fearless. And I am keeping my mouth shut on his behalf. Because I want to take up for him. I really fucking do. Alright, let's open it up. View all. Alright. And it says, everyone, comma. Oh, at least we're not gender specific, so we're not being misogynistic and stupid like in the past. It wasn't him though. He wasn't even here yet. Oh yeah, the red pen. Yeah, I fucking went up. Yeah, I am a very feared individual when it comes to admin. Because I know how to do both. They just can't get me for both. Anyway, everyone. A lot of you are working a lot of hours and night shifts. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. When you have a night pour, you have to take 10 hours between shifts. No shit, Sherlock. No exceptions. Exclamation point, like a fucking crazy person. All of you have been told this. Actually, we've known this since the day that we got our fucking CDLs. But moving on. Let's see. It is not up to dispatch. Hold on. To keep up with this. Actually, yes it is. And no it ain't. Moving on. I'll explain that in a minute. This is your job. Yeah, it's the only thing I control in my entire life is how much time I get off between clock out and clock in. And if it conflicts with the time the pour, then yeah, I can be an hour late if it conflicts. I'll explain that in a second. Also, oh God, this is where I went off. You are not supposed to work over 14 hours a day. Well, back in 2022, I do recall. Yeah, I need another fucking beer. Yeah, we were loading with 16 hours on the fucking clock. Thank you, COVID. Hold on. And by the way, I am not a huge fan of drinking beer out of a can, but tonight I ain't got time to be fucking fancy. Okay, hang on. Fucking phone. Lock that. Okay. You're not supposed to work over 14 hours a day. Actually, we are local. And statistically, I mean, going by company standards, they can only afford, because of the hours of operation and everything that we do, allows us one 16-hour day if they so choose or situations permit. However, if I work 4 hours on Monday and 16 hours on Tuesday, take 10 hours off, work a 14, then on, Wednesday or whatever, I work a 4, and Thursday I work another 16. We're good. Fuck the 14 thing. I don't like to work more than 12. But if we're adding it up through the week, oh yeah, the maths. And the dispatch knows this. So, if I'm only doing 4 hours on one day, 16 hours on the next, 4 hours again on the next day after a 10-hour break, and then 16 on the next, and then 4 hours after that, I don't give a shit. As long as we don't run over 70, we're in good shape. That's the way it works. Statistically, DOT standards, 16 hours is only in situations that, just are unavoidable. There's an accident, we're stuck in fucking traffic. We're at the 13-hour mark. And by the time we get clocked out of the system, it's 15 hours and 58 minutes. That kind of thing. You get the idea. It's the math. All right. If you have any questions about this or have a problem, I do have a problem. I have a problem with him. I have a problem with this guy. Because this message is not the only one that I have a problem with. There's others. And it's not the message. It's the manipulation attached to it. And I said that to the manager. I said, it's not the message. And of course, the information is insulting my intelligence on this one. However, it's the bullshit, cheesy fucking manipulation. Thank you, everybody, for your hard work, but I must address these issues. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to wash my truck when I feel like my truck needs to be washed. I am not a meticulous anal butthead. I do not spend 30 minutes at the fucking washdown every time I load. My mirrors are grimy, but I can still see at them. My windows are grimy, but I can still see at them. And if I can't see at them, I roll the motherfuckers down or slide them open. I do everything I can to expedite the process because I understand this industry. This asshat knows nothing. Nothing about concrete. He does not understand gypsums at all. He does not understand the PSI and the behaviors of the mixes. He does not understand how fly ash will fuck up the water ratio and the PSI. He does not understand that certain mixes, they will look wet in the first 10 minutes that they're loaded, and after you get a quarter mile up the fucking road, they are perfect slump. And the sad fucking thing, I'm bitching about this, and I'm sorry if anybody gets offended by my tone right now because I'm angry. Our fucking trainer don't know this shit either. I'm wet. Roll with it, genius. You've been doing this for how many years? You should know this. You should know how that mix is going to act to that mix, and that mix, and that mix. You should know that mix, rolling on an 800 pea gravel, with this, that, and the other thing in it. By the time you get to the job, it's going to look like a 4. Doesn't matter what your fucking meter reads. Get up top and look at the shit. You got questions? Look at it. Look at it. Fuck. Then, we got this asshat lecturing us on hours of service. You have to take 10 hours off. Dude, I want to take fucking 12 hours off. I want 12. Fucker. But today I'm not getting 12. I'm getting 10. I gotta be in at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. Do a big pour up north. 40 minutes away from my plant. I did 12 today. Actually, a little over 12. Like 12 hours, 20 minutes. The point is, the man who they have in charge is an inept asshat. He does not know this job. I was talking to my buddy who rides bikes with me, who is our QC. He comes out to the job. He's out there in the middle of the fucking night in a pickup truck watching to make sure everything runs smooth. This job here, he don't even need to be at. He sleeps, but he watches us. He's like, man, y'all are fucking rocking. He's like, this guy, and I told him about the message, and he was like, yeah, they brought that up. I said, I brought it up to Dude, our driver advocate guy, and he takes care of dump trucks and tankers and everything else. And they need somebody in that position. I'm not going to do it. Fuck that. I won't do it. I won't go behind the desk. I just keep me in the truck. I'm happy. I'm happy here. I'm happy here. Thank you for my hourly. Anyway, not to mention, yeah, I kind of like my 401k the way it's looking right now. But anyway, yeah, because of the hourly. Yeah, because I'm on overtime right now. And I have been since yesterday afternoon. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's the end of the week. I'm starting at 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's give you an idea what my hours look like. Just save face. I'm hoping I have enough time. I don't want to run over. Anyway, the rant that I had with this dispatch is, 1, he's talking to us like we're fucking children. 2, he's contradicting. He's trying to manipulate. Oh, cheese us up. And then blast us with bullshit. You know what? I dealt with 1.5 years of that with a narcissist. I'm not going to fucking deal with it through management. You can suck my dick. I'll grow one for you. Anyway. So one of our guys, he's fearless. He gets on there. And he kind of schools him, but he's not very good at communication. He's very, I'm sorry to say, and I don't want to be racist about it, but he's ghetto. And he had a hard fucking life, and he's trying everything he fucking can to get himself out of that element lifestyle. He's a good shit. My heart kind of, when I first met him, I was like casting spells on him, like, get gone. Now, I'm like, I got you. I get you. I get you. After my healing and the things that I'm still healing. I mean, there's no doubt. I'm still fucking healing. But I am not healed. But through the course of it, I have somehow, it's like I hated Bette Midler until I got a divorce. And then it wasn't until I divorced that I appreciated her for some fucked up reason. Anyway, this guy's the same way. He said his response to all of this is like, let me see what he did. What did he write the first? Well, welcome to Cement World. as long as you have 10 hours off, we keep working them hours. And he's going to. This kid he's an 18-hour guy. He can run 18 hours and on no sleep. He's the one that me and a buddy of mine, we were at a stoplight and the buddy said, don't honk your horn until the light turns green. Because he's going to take off like a horse out the gate. This guy. He says, hypothetically speaking, you can work a maximum of 70 hours in any 8-day period. So if you work 10 hours on Monday and 9 hours driving, 1 hour on duty, not driving, say that 10 hours is lost until the following Tuesday at midnight, you can reset this 70-hour clock by taking a 34-hour consecutive rest period. And then he's like, land of the brave. I fucking die laughing. I'm like, dude. It didn't make no sense, but I'm going to explain what he meant. We can only have 70 hours a week. Period. We work 6 days a week. We can have 70 and 6. Okay? So I'm going to go to my time. I'm going to go to my fucking payroll time clock. Hopefully it's still logged in. Otherwise I have to... Ugh. It'll let me look at my time card, but it won't let me punch. Oh no, it's gonna log me out. Hang on a minute, let me log back in. We have an app where we can punch in and out because we work wacky fucking hours. And I'm gonna get about 4 hours tonight. Because this is beer number 4. I need to eat and I need to be in bed by 6 p.m. to get up. I gotta be back into work at 1. I'm probably gonna take the bike in because it's easier for me to do it that way. My truck is parked up top. Let's see, what time do I need to get up? 11:30. I can get up at midnight, get ready in a half an hour, get to work, and clock in. And if I clock in at 1:15, my dispatch is not bugging. There's times where I've called him and said, I'm here, I'm holding out to make the time clock easier to read. He's like, fair enough. So, I will, when I said I'm going to clock, and I'll probably clock in late and get the truck running, but I'll call him and let him know, hey, I'm here at the gate, I'm unlocking the gate, I got to get fuel. In order for me to be here and get shit going, I need to get off the clock, and I didn't have time to do it and fuel up. So, he knows my strategy. He knows me. So, anyway, Friday, last week, 15 minutes shy of 12 hours. Saturday, 20 minutes shy of 10 hours. And then Monday, he got me off early. 10 minutes shy of 7 hours. And that's not real early. He should have got me out of there earlier. Tuesday, 15 minutes shy of 12 hours. And today, 12 hours, 12 minutes. And Thursday, I have to be in at 1 o'clock. I am already at 52 hours and 27 minutes. Now here's the thing. This is for the pay period. This is not the hours of service period. They're different. They're completely different. If you were to take, now let me look at last week, and just to give you a perspective. I'm looking at last week's. All right. Thursday, Wednesday, I was at 60 hours, 45 minutes. I was good. However, if you go from Saturday to Saturday, I had almost 70 hours. That's what they look at. Pay period and hours of service week are completely different. Hours of service weeks go from Saturday to Saturday. And that's what a lot of the drivers don't understand. So, we've got one individual. Now, here, oh God, I only got 20 minutes to fucking explain this shit. Alright, so, come to find out, talking to a dude in the office, one of the batching guys. And then after talking to the other manager guy, they all had a round table because I was like, you know what? If it don't pertain to me, stop fucking message. Don't message it on a fucking mass text. Send it to the individual. Contact them. If you are so fucking cowardly that you have to communicate via text, then text that motherfucker who is in violation and who is doing dumb shit directly. Do not put it on a mass text and include my ass, who I know I am good, in this conversation. I don't give a fucking rat's ass. Because, as it turns out, one individual has been clocking in about an hour and a half early every day. And that individual and the dispatch is having to babysit this. And he gets that individual off early enough to accommodate, to make sure that that individual, when they clock in again, that they got a 10-hour break. He's having to babysit that time clock for this one particular person. Whereas everybody else, he doesn't really need to do. Even the dude who's mouthy and who's like, free, you know, land of the free and the brave, whatever. This guy, he will do an 18-hour day. And then he will do a 10-hour break. And then he'll do another fucking 18-hour day. And then he'll do a 10-hour break. And then he'll call dispatch and be like, do you need me? And dispatch will be like, get the fuck out of here. And he'll be like, peace out. Right? And then we got another one who will clock in via their app and sit in their fucking car for an hour. Not even go to their mixer. I clock in when I hit the yard, whether it be on foot or on wheels. If I've got to unlock the gate, that's when I clock in. If I'm on my motorcycle, I roll up, gate's locked, I roll up on the bike, unlock the gate, roll up into the yard, park the bike, get ready. Takes me about 20 minutes to unload, repack. I called my dispatch. I'm here. I'd unlocked the gate. I clocked in early. I got to get fuel, and I'm heading on up. If there's anything wrong, I'll let you know. He's like, I got you, girl. And off I go. I communicate. My manager does not know what kind of fucking relationship I have with my other management. And he is not special to me because he doesn't know anything. My dispatch used to do this job. My driver advocate used to do this job. The only batch guy that I have any respect for that has not ever ran concrete is the one that I was talking to today, who was telling me the reason why he's ranting right now is because people are doing their milking the clock. I said, well, then fucking address the milking the clock. Don't passively aggressively state shit that we already know, insult my fucking intelligence, and talk to me like a fucking child. Bring it up to the person that is violating, not everybody, because I know I am not in the wrong. He's like, I hear you. I said, that shit's got to stop. I said, you know what we go through. You've been doing this since you were 14 fucking years old, shoveling rocks. This asshole that they just hired on like 4 years ago, he don't know shit. He's a liability. And I said that to the manager, and I was like, did you record that? He goes, it's on camera. I got you on speaker. I was like, good. Tell him to fucking replay it, because that's my opinion. I'm pissed. I said, I don't care if it's dude who's got a mouth that's violating or doing anything wrong. It's not the point. The point is, if they're doing something wrong, address the fucking individual. Stop being a fucking coward, mass texting, and putting everybody on fucking corporal punishment and blast and insulting my fucking intelligence by talking to me like a child. I'm fucking older than you, and I know for a fact I'm more educated. There's that. And I could do your fucking job. And the reason why I don't is because I refuse to take it. Don't ask me to go into a management fucking position with the open door without per diem saying, oh yeah, we're going to pull you off of your desk and put you in a truck for X number. No. You're going to give me $10 extra a fucking hour on top of my salary every time I have to jump into a fucking truck and bail you out. How's that fucking grab you? You better keep track, because I'm going to be keeping track. That's why they don't put me behind a desk. But no, this guy cannot build a spreadsheet. He cannot design a spreadsheet. He cannot format a spreadsheet. He cannot code a spreadsheet. He cannot format a fucking Word document. He cannot write a business letter. He cannot word a business letter with the appropriate verbiage that does not offend. That is not a manager. I know how to do all that. I was even telling a dude earlier, yeah, I got 28 minutes. Okay. I was like, that text would have started raising hairs in the military. And he said, really? I said, all of these other ones where it's a contradiction, it's a catch-22. You know, you're using too much cleaner, but your trucks are dirty. You need to take better care of them. How the fuck am I supposed to do that when you won't let me use the cleaner? Asshole. Right? I would literally be printing receipts and going to the EO office and get this motherfucker out of here. You're not going to talk to me like a child and insult my intelligence. I know my job. I know how I'm supposed to conduct myself. And when I run into situations where I have to like get colorful, it's not me. I'm a happy fucking bird. I love this job. My QC, the guy I was talking to today, he's like, man, you were fucking killing today. Those guys are coming up to your truck and fist bumping you. It's attitude. It's job site organization and attitude. He's like, I'm stopping in at the office. I've got this. I've got your back on this one. I was like, I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of my intelligence being insulted by this crap. And it's not even directed at me because I'm not the one in the wrong. It's corporal punishment. And he's too fucking cowardly to call this person and say, you fucking up. Stop doing that. Do it again and we gotta write you up. And if you do it again, we're gonna have to give you 3 days off with no pay. And then we're gonna be deciding whether or not we're gonna keep you. No more than 20 minutes prior in the summer. And that is if you were crunched for time. And that's how it's always been. I'm crunched for time. I need to get off the clock so I can get clocked in at the 10-hour mark. I'm going to grab my mixer. I'm going to go down. I'm going to unlock the gate. I'm going to ride the bike, pull up to the gate, unlock it, ride my bike, park it, get my mixer started, get my tablet running. I'm going to run back into the gate, fucking fuel up, and then head to up north. That's how my night is going to run. I've got it mapped in my head how it's going to do it. I didn't park my truck inside the gate tonight only because I got a sketchy fucking individual who's stalking me. And he doesn't know where I work anymore. But I saw him today. He saw me washing out at that plant. He doesn't know what I got going on. I parked it up the hill. So, with that being said, this is not going to get uploaded and stitched together with those other ones, whatnot, probably until tomorrow. So, it'll be Thursday when you see this. But this is all the shit that happened on Wednesday. I had a great fucking day until that text came in. I said to the manager, I said, you want to know what the morale killer is? That crap right there. I said, we hate that guy. He's like, all three of you? I said, all three of us, fucking misfits at that plant, fucking hate that guy. Can't stand him. If he wants to be in the fucking yard, they make him a yard guy. If he wants to be outside and not paying attention to what's going on with us, like, I was literally in the pink for a fucking hour and a half one day. And dispatch needed me on a night crew. And he could not get me in any earlier because douchebag was outside fucking spraying the ground. Nobody knew that I was in the... It's not dispatch's responsibility to call me and say, hey, wash it out. Now he does. Because he can't trust the fucking management to inform us of what we need to do. I gotta call him. And I fell asleep that day. I was fucking exhausted. I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? I called him and I was like, he's like, you've been pinged for an hour and a half. I said, this motherfucker's out here spraying the ground. I'm sorry. I've been asleep. He's like, really? I said, I thought I was waiting for a kill-off. I wasn't arguing. It was only about 8 or 9 hours in when I pulled into this yard. No one told me nothing. He's like, damn. This is why I call you all day. I say, I cannot. I can't even. I can't. The communication and the disorganized, mannerisms. It's not even thinking. It's just behavior. The fucking guy don't give a fuck about us at all. And that's what makes me mad. He's not a manager. He's a position who thinks he has authority. It's pathetic. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta get something to eat, and then I gotta get PJs on. I'm not showering today. Yeah, I'm admitting it. No, I'm not showering today. And I'm pretty grubby. So, but, yeah, it's fucking mental. And it's not the company in itself. It's this fucking guy they put in charge of shit. It's like, just fucking get rid of him. Get rid of him. He ain't worth a shit. If he wants to play in the yard, pay him for being a yard guy. I don't know. It's about 15, 18 bucks an hour. I gotta go, y'all. Yeah. I don't want to get myself all bent out of shape. Oh, 1636. Let's see what he's got me on. Sometimes he changes his mind. Most of the time he don't. If he tells me I need you, he needs me. What's that? The fuck is that picture?
Now, somebody drive my truck tomorrow. These are hot, clean, nasty as woods. Before I left. Take a real good look at them. Hey, you down there? Oh, hell. It ain't nothing down there but water. Yeah, you know what it is.
That is pretty clean. You did a good job, boy. You know what? I appreciate that fucker. I really do. 1 o'clock. Going to Portland. Alright, y'all. Let me get off here. Chill out. And I got one more cold. We're doing it. And I gotta eat. So, I'm gonna get a few hours of sleep in. If I know what we're doing tomorrow, it's like, it's easier than taking a shower. With this hair? Yeah. Seriously. Y'all have a great evening. And yeah, I'm still on fucking overtime. Cha-ching. Yeah. And company still has to pay that 4% on my 10. Peace out. Thanks for watching.